Unequal Technologies. Born in the military, forged on the gridiron. Focused to do just one thing in sports better than anyone else. To protect players from head to toe. Unequal protects, like no plastic or foam can. Unequal owns more than 70 worldwide patents and patents pending, covering military-grade, battle-tested composites fortified with Kevlar, performing to the strictest standards to protect those that protect us in law enforcement and the armed forces. Unequal's coated Kevlar materials reduce vibratory impact shock so much, it was only a matter of time for the sports world to start playing it safe.
More! 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 Okay, practice finger block. Yeah!
Identical helmets, equal protection, right? No. This one uses unequal supplemental head padding to help reduce the severity index by as much as 50%. Unequal is made of patented composites fortified with military-grade Kevlar. Many pro athletes in the MLB, NHL, NFL, and X Games already use Unequal. Shouldn't you?
You're not doing everything you can do if this is not going to be part of the helmet.
Unequal is so good that I would surely love to have this on every player in the NHL and every player who plays in a contact sport.
I actually fell 20 feet to my head. My helmet had a pretty big crack in it. My head was totally fine. I just took a few days off and then I was back on still.
Anything you wear a helmet with, it can make a great difference. It has for me.
If you're a parent and your son is playing a contact sport, you got to be crazy if you're not using Unequal.
I would recommend this technology to anyone who's a high-risk player, anyone who wants to perhaps be proactive in their head injury protection.
He says that the sting is gone. He says that the impacts really don't slow him down. And, you know, he's hit his head and he really doesn't stop.
You can't really feel it. With Unequal, I can really enjoy the game where it's amazing stuff.
A leading accredited independent laboratory tested popular helmets for protection. This hockey helmet failed, but treated with Unequal supplemental protection, it passed with as much as a 42% lower impact reading. This baseball helmet, as much as a 55% lower reading. This football helmet, as much as a 53% lower reading.
To be honest, I couldn't tell you what's in it. All I know is it works.
Well, Ryan Clark told me that larger helmet's also lined with this Kevlar that James Harrison also has.
And they go quickly on the snap, and that is right. Clark pointing to his helmet as he makes the tackle there on Rice, 2nd and 5.
A guy that's had 2 concussions in the last 3 weeks in Kevlar. Got it. Don't worry about it.
We got to drop bullets out. It's just very clean. It's just a good thing.
According to the company's CEO, Robert Vito, if it can stop a bullet, it can stop a blitz.
That should have shattered my ribs. If you've got a team that has this and a team that doesn't have this, the team that has it has a definite advantage over the team that doesn't.
The ability to help with head injuries and head trauma, I mean, good golly, that's the biggest thing that could happen to our sport.
If you start finding that everybody who put in a helmet is feeling better after the game, has less headache, has less problem, and we start even seeing tangentially that there are fewer people having concussions or head injuries, no pun intended, it's a no-brainer.
The game of football is doing a disservice, and most colleges are going to do a disservice to the kids if this is not included on every team and every conference.
Unequal takes such a big percentage of the impact away. It's just, you kind of feel invincible. Like getting hit by 90-mile-per-hour balls daily, it takes a toll on you, but once you finally find something that can kind of stop it and mitigate the feeling, it definitely helps your confidence.
2 weeks ago, I was warming up for my game, and I got hit in the back of the head. I was diagnosed with concussion. This is my first week back. I feel like I could head any ball without anything bothering me. It matters a lot because you can't be afraid to head the ball or go in for a tackle or anything like that.
Helmets would make the game more aggressive. Nellie sees the headbands as a compromise.
I don't want to wait for a tragedy.
Her team has become part of a pilot program, the first in the nation to test these new Kevlar composite headbands. Rob Vito is the CEO of Unequal Technologies, the Pennsylvania company that created this new form of padding.
It conforms to the body, it's flexible and malleable, but they can stop a truck.
Look at Unequal Armor Skin's protective strength.
tear that open for me.
Offer him $1 million and LA Kings athletic trainer Dan Granger will not be able to rip it.
Can't do it.
But you can cut it.
I'm King Kong, you can't hurt me!
The protection that it provides is unsurpassed. We know darn well that a lot of our players hit our heads on the ice, hit our heads against the glass, and we're hitting the heads with a puck or an elbow. So using the Unequal product dynamically reduced a lot of impact for us. We've had 4 concussions this year, and not one of them can be attributed to any contact that we can see coming directly to the head.
MLB says it hasn't considered helmets or face masks for pitchers, but does see caps with a protective lining as a practical option from Unequal Technologies.
It fits in the hat nicely. This is good because it's nice and flexible, and from the outside you really couldn't tell that there's anything in there.
How is the relationship right now with Major League Baseball? Are you guys getting closer to a deal to find a cap that makes everyone happy?
Well, we're getting to the point where I can't discuss it. So,
oh, that's good.